And welcome back into Center Point Urbana High School as the JV matches are all wrapped up, as that last duel between Williamsburg and Center Point Urbana got over. It was 66-10 was the final, as Williamsburg defeats Center Point, the host Storm and Pointers, in that duel. And then they finished up the West Delaware and Beckman teams wrestled their junior varsity matches out here in front of us, and then they finished up with the Point Urbana matches on both mats before we get ready. Now we're sitting a couple of minutes left before we start this final duel of the night. As in these dual meets, we're going to see West Delaware taking on Center Point Urbana, and Beckman will be taking on Williamsburg. We'll keep an eye on both of those duels as the Blazers and the Raiders go at it, and the Hawks and the Storm and Pointers. And Roger, we saw a pretty good contender for this WAMAC dual title possibly, and the tournament is a very good Williamsburg team here, 66-10 the final. And looking down through there, they've got some good kids in there. And you know, sometimes it's not just it's not the big names, it's not the very good talented athletes, but the kids that you've seen at this program for a while. And you know, we talk about this West Delaware team with the youth they have. The experience is what they need, and that'll help them as they get older and older. But Williamsburg has one of those teams. Aren't great. They're, you know, they may be state qualifiers, district qualifiers maybe, but they've got some kids on that team that have been around a while. Colleen at 113 is a junior. You know, just they're going to beat some above average kids. And you look down through there. Gavin Ritchie, Trent Allison. Looking down a little farther, Vic Malloy. You know, he has never been a real flashy wrestler. He's never been flashy, but he's ranked number 6 in the state. And, you know, just that experience that he's had.
Well, they are solid, Jamie, and you're right. They are no name, but they're all solid. If you look at them, they're very physical. You know, they've got an outstanding weight program down there at Williamsburg, and when these guys pull off their warm-ups, you can certainly tell they've spent a significant amount of time in the weight room, and they just came out all over the Storm of Pointers. I thought that was going to be a pretty good duel as it started, but, you know, it was basically no contest as Williamsburg and put it to the Storm of Pointers. So you're right, Jamie, that WAMAC West Division, you know, maybe that duel between Independence and Williamsburg.
It already happened, and it was a very close duel. It was 31-23 or something like that, with Independence getting that win. But that just goes to show you they were close with one of the top teams in the state in Independence.
Well, you're right, and they will be a factor in the WAMAC individual tournament also, because of any of these guys here, you're going to see them. You're going to see them on the award stand come the end of January. So well coached. Coach Grant Eckenrod does a super job, and he had a tremendous role model. His father, Jerry Eckenrod, a good mentor, outstanding wrestling coach, just a great all-around guy that no longer is with us, sad to say. But Grant carried on the legacy of developing outstanding kids and outstanding wrestlers. He just happens to be at Williamsburg instead of Benton Community. So you said it, Jamie, an outstanding program, and they've got a lot of bodies out. You look over to the left, they got a lot of bodies out, and that's what it takes.
And you look at, you know, you talk about Coach Eckenrod, and, you know, he's got a tournament named after him. That'll be our first tournament back after the holiday break. As we're ready to go, I've mentioned that last duel that we covered earlier, West Delaware defeating Beckman of Dyersville 63-18, as we're at weight class 152. Starting things off in this duel for West Delaware is the freshman Harrison Goebel, and he is taking on Chandler Johnson from Center Point Urbana, who is a junior.
Well, we saw some good things out of Harrison Goebel on Saturday at the Five Seasons Extravaganza. So he had some tough matches, but I'll tell you what, he fought and he gained some valuable experience. So hopefully that experience will carry on here, taking on juniors. So you got a freshman in Goebel taking on the junior.
One of these kids isn't the first their first matches of the week. Is with the inexperienced wrestlers. Coach Voss had the freshmen wrestling that West Delaware freshman invitational on Monday night, as Harrison Goebel was in there, did a great job. I believe he took first place in that tournament. Tristan Volker wrestled in that. Ben Litter, those two actually got second, but had to leave the tournament early. But good to get that experience and get those matches in.
And you said it, Jamie, right there. Harrison Goebel doing a nice job with a 2-point takedown. Boy, it was actually a counter off the shot by Johnson, and Goebel stayed right with the counter and reshot, snap and a reshot. He got in deep on a single, and Johnson tried to square off with him, and Goebel did a nice job covering his hips, picking up the 2. So you like to see that out of a young freshman, being aggressive from the get-go, and he takes an early 2-0 lead on the junior from center point. He's going to try to set up a crossface. Krala's got the crossface in. He's got it locked up. Harrison Goebel using that length, using those levers. He's got a crossface cradle locked on. It could be a fall. He's got it stacked up. There's a fall by Goebel in 136. The crossface cradle. He locked it up, and then Johnson split his hands, and Goebel readjusted just enough to get the fall, Jamie. So that's a great start by the freshman.
It certainly is, and just gaining and getting better every time out, and that's what we're seeing with Harrison Goebel in a good match against a junior, an upperclassman, and that's what you like to see, is just getting better every time you step on the mat.
Well, this is Alex Reeds taking the mat at 160. He got a forfeit against Dyersville Beckman, so this will be his first match of the night. He's taking on Justin McVeigh. He's a sophomore. The number ones there, we have Cameron Bance listed in your program. He's a junior for center point, but Coach Slifka opting to put Justin McVeigh in the lineup. And what's going to happen at the seating meeting, Jamie, is, lots of things are going to happen. Anyway.
That's why they got a good moderator.
That's exactly right. So we'll get it all figured out. There's a nice snap and spin by Reeds. He picks up 2. Boy, that was a great snap. He got a good collar tie with the right on McVeigh, snapped him right down to the mat, and covered his hips very, very quickly. Picks up the 2, and we'll see if he cuts McVeigh loose, and he does. Again, Alex Reeds, very explosive from any position. He likes to wrestle on his feet, and we saw him early pick up some nice throws. He's trying to set up some pressure now against McVeigh. McVeigh drops in on a single, and we're going to see a throw here, Jamie. No, we're going to see a snap and spin, a go behind by Reeds. Looked like he was trying to set up that throw, and he snapped McVeigh down and picked up the 2-point takedown. He's up 4-1 with 48 seconds left to go in this first period. Now he chops that left arm of McVeigh, has McVeigh belly down just to the left of the center of the mat. Again, West Delaware sporting their camouflage orange singlets, the black WD on the back side, and opting to put those singlets on tonight, and easy to spot. Power half Nelson by Reeds. He's got to break McVeigh down. McVeigh on all fours. Like to see him break him down. Nice job. Takes an inside ankle, drives McVeigh over to his left side. Now he's got McVeigh belly down. We'll see if he can turn him over. 12 seconds, goes under the arm. And now crossface. Reeds with a hard crossface from right to left on McVeigh. McVeigh finds the edge of the mat. We're going to get a restart with 4.3 seconds left to go. Williamsburg up early, 18-0.
Few forfeits in there.
Yep.
As this is a situation here. 4.3 seconds left to go. If you're Alex Reeds, keep him down here. Don't give up any points to end this period. Nice job. He broke him down right away. Chopped that left arm on the side he lined up on. Chopped that down, and he gets out of the first period up 4-1.
It's going to be McVeigh's choice, and he's going to choose neutral. And a lot of times you see those guys go defer. I'm not sure why he chose neutral, Jamie. Reeds took him down twice, but I think that makes Alex Reeds pretty happy there.
And now he's got to go back to work on his feet. You're sitting there and you took the kid down twice, and he chooses neutral to start the period. You got to make it count. Nice job.
There's a 2-point takedown, freight train double by Reeds. Kept his toes in, drove McVeigh to the side. I'm not sure what's going on there, Jamie. Reeds thought the referee blew the whistle. I think the referee did blow the whistle, didn't he, Jamie? I don't know. I thought I heard a whistle. There's the fall. Reeds will take it.
So was there no escape?
There couldn't have been. A referee did not blow the whistle. Reeds thought he blew the whistle, let McVeigh go, and McVeigh got up and charged Reeds. And Reeds turned around just in time and caught McVeigh with a throw.
So there's got to be a escape and a takedown on that.
There has to be.
Because they were up and running at each other.
Unbelievable.
And that's not – And that's something that's not going to make Coach Voss very happy is, you go until the whistle's blown. And I thought he did blow the whistle, unless it came from over here, but he must not have. But you got to go until the whistle blows because, in a situation like that, the kid just freight trained him and went after him, and there was no points.
Well, they have Corey Russell listed,
Yeah,
but this is not
Bishop.
Corey listed. This is Austin Bishop wrestling for the West Delaware Hawks, and he's taking on Wyatt Sadler. And Sadler is a tough cookie. He's a senior. He is put together. You know what? We saw Austin Bishop step into the lineup with very limited warm-up time on Saturday and picked up a big win for the Hawks. And after straining his brain taking the ACT test, stepped into the lineup for the Hawks and they came up with a big win. Nice front headlock by Bishop. He's got Sadler tied up and he drives to the left, covers the hips. Front headlock, nice front headlock by Bishop, picture perfect. He got Sadler off to the side, covered the hips, long switch attempt by Sadler. Hard, tight waist and a chop by Bishop. Sadler gets to his feet, 1 point escape. And we're going back to our feet.
And I think this is a situation where you start getting Coy Russell and Brent Lammers back into action and get them wrestling here. You're going to see some good things here. And this is where early in the season with those guys out, Coach Voss couldn't move his lineup around a whole lot because without those guys in there, it seemed like everything we tried, it cost us 24 points or so. But now Austin Bishop is going to play a big role in this team, being a senior and a good senior for the Hawks. And, he can step in here at 170 if the situation arises where we need to move Coy up to 82 and Brent up to 95. That Austin Bishop's going to be a key player here.
Well, that's right, and that's what this early season is for, Jamie, is creating depth in your lineup because that depth, you're going to need that depth as the season progresses. Off the edge of the mat we go. Long shot by Sadler. Nice down block by Bishop as they head to the center point. Urbana Stormer Pointer cheerleaders had to scramble there in a hurry as you had two baby bulls going at it. And that's going to do it for the first period lead for Bishop. Good match going right here. And it's going to be Bishop's choice. He's going to choose down.
Again, as you mentioned, 18-0 over here in favor of Williamsburg and the Beckman Blazers. We'll try to get an update for you here on the matches that they've had so far. Right now in this match down here, it's 7-1 in favor of the Williamsburg wrestler.
Then we're at weight class 182. There's almost a nice standing switch by Bishop. Almost caught Sadler with the hip heist and picked up two. Sadler had to shove Bishop free. So Bishop will pick up the 1 point escape, making the score 3-1 now. 1:34 left to go in the second period. And Austin Bishop doing a nice job forcing the tempo here. And that's what you like to see, is working the head, heavy on the head, heavy on the hands. There's a nice underhook by Bishop, trying to set up a front headlock again. That's going to be a snap and spin by Sadler. Sadler's going to take Bishop down. This is going to be tied up 3-3. So Austin Bishop gets a little bit out of position there, and Sadler picks up the 2 point takedown. Now Sadler Bishop trying to crowd Sadler, regular switch. Now sit out, stand up by Bishop, and he's going to pick up one. So great movement, great series of moves by Austin Bishop for West Delaware. He takes the lead now 4-3.
And that's Logan Kutch for Beckman taking on Dalton Coonley from Williamsburg. And Coonley leading 9-1 with 45 seconds left to go. Again, Williamsburg leading Beckman 18-0 in the team score.
Sadler now with an underhook to the right side of Bishop. Might pick up a 2 point takedown, and he does. Sadler now will take the lead 5-4 with 25 seconds left. Bishop now trying to come to his feet. Bishop got to pick up two with a switch right on the edge of the mat. I think Sadler thought he was off the mat, and he picked up the two on the switch. Yeah, that was a picture-perfect switch by Austin Bishop. He's up now 6-5, so they're trading 2 for 2 here. Weight class 170. The Hawks are up 12-0 in our dual meet. And Bishop now trying to work a chicken wing on the left side of Sadler. And I think Sadler looks a little bit tired here, Jamie. So the Hawks are going to have to push the tempo.
That's going to be a 9-1 win over there for, that was Miguel Sanchez, at 182 pounds, taking on Logan Kutch, and that's a 9-1 win. That's going to make the team score now 22-0. I believe we're going to bump up to heavyweight now, as we're going to see Colton Leak taking on Quentin Miller.
I think Colton Leak's going to pick up a forfeit.
Well,
Jimmy.
no, that was the guy for Williamsburg picked up a forfeit at 220. That was Connor Boddicker. That makes it 28-0. And now we're going to bump up to heavyweight. This does not look like a heavyweight wrestler, but it's Quentin Miller.
Right.
It may not be Quentin Miller. Or that was 95, excuse me. This is 220. They're going to pick up a forfeit. Connor Boddicker is going to pick up a forfeit at 220. And now we're going to see Colton Leak.
All right. Nice job by Sadler's going to choose down to start this third period. Nice job by Austin Bishop. Really working the tight waist, inside wrist series. He's got Sadler belly down in the center of the mat, and that's a good place. If you're Austin Bishop, that's a good place to be right now. Working side to side, tying up the wrist, working some hand control, some wrist control, trying to set up a chicken wing. He's got a double inside wrist right now. Sadler has blown a lung. I don't think there's much life left in him there, Jamie. No, now he's just as we say that, he's up to his feet. Bishop's going to try to shove him off. Bishop's going to try to shove him off, and we're going to get a restart. Still 6-5.
Got to go to work here. Austin Bishop he's got to keep working on top. He's got 45 seconds left to go in this match. He's got a 1-point lead. Got to try to stop what's the last life effort here by Sadler.
Switch attempt by Sadler, nicely countered by Bishop with a tight waist and a chop. He covered the hips. And again, we talked about that a lot. There's a stand-up by Sadler. We could have an overtime match here. There's an overtime. That's a 1-point escape. It's tied up 6-6 now. So Austin Bishop needs a 2-point takedown to take the lead here. 26 by Sadler. Bishop squares him off. There's a long shot by Sadler. He's got the left leg of Austin Bishop. He's got Bishop curled up. Knife cut the corner. Bishop trying to get his hips out. That might be a 2-point takedown. It is. 2 seconds left. Sadler's going to pick up 1-point escape. 8-7. 8-7. Well, they gave Bishop an escape at the end.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they did. They didn't put it up on the board. Oh, boy. I said that, Jamie. Looked like Sadler was down. He must have been conserving some air and have it there at the end. And, you know, you hate to give up that 2 with about 14 seconds left. But you know what? That's talk about wrestling the whole match.
Colton Leak with a 3-2 lead right now over Quentin Miller. Williamsburg leads the team score 34-0 right now. 10 seconds left to go. In the first. With a here to escape, that's going to.
They don't have it up yet. We'll have to refresh it. But Lammers picked up an early takedown. He might pick up the fall here, Jamie, as he is going to work with the Butcher. This is going to be Trevor Roman. Trevor Roman is not even listed in our program. So there's a chicken wing on the left side, a half Nelson on the right. 1:23 left to go. Trevor Roman not listed in our program, but I'll tell you what, he's a physical specimen. But so is Brett Lammers, getting the job done with that inside wrist. Maybe a ball and chain by Lammers. He's got it set up. He's got the the right arm threaded through the legs, and he's going to stack Roman up and pick up near fall 2. 2-point near fall by Lammers, making his score 4-0.
And over here, Colton Leak with an escape to start the second period. He leads at 4-3. 1:18 left to go in the second period.
Contrasting body styles over there, Jamie. You've got Quentin Miller that might be 5'8", 5'7", wrestling heavyweight.
And he's going to try to dive into the legs of Colton Leak for Beckman. And Leak just kind of swallowed him up under there and picks up a 2-point takedown, spin around for 2. It's 6-3 now with a minute left to go in the second period.
And Lammers back to work with a power half Nelson on the left of Roman, trying to crank that over. And Roman doing a nice job peeling the half Nelson. So Lammers pops over to the right side. Now he chops that left arm. He's got the right arm, or the left arm threaded through the armpit. Might have a butcher here for Lammers. 9 seconds left. Lammers trying to set up the ball and chain again. And Roman goes belly down, breaks the grip of Lammers, and we're going to end the first period. Power half Nelson by Colton Leak, and he's got Miller going to his back. Although the short, stocky, let's get the skinny on Miller here for Williamsburg. He's a junior. Quentin Miller is a junior. All right, Lammers is going
Roman is going to defer to start the second period, and Lammers chooses down. And switch attempt here by Lammers. He's going to come around for two. 2-point reversal for Brent Lammers as he goes up 6-0 here to start the second period.
And I like seeing Brent Lammers is physical tonight, Jamie. He's picking up those legs and he's driving, he's pushing, he's using his legs, you know, and you just really like to see that. Off the mat they go. We've got to get a restart. Roman will go down as Lammers picked up the 2-point reversal.
And Miller's going to choose down to start this third period as Colton Leak leads for Beckman 6-3 as we go to period number 3. In Williamsburg leading Beckman 34-0.
And that Quentin Miller, Jamie, non-typical body style for a heavyweight. He probably doesn't tip the scale at 200, maybe 215. Probably 5'7" or so. Might be a little taller. Colton Leak is just so tall that you just don't know. 1:16 left to go. Second period. Inside wrist by Lammers. We need to get a stalling call on Roman as he is belly down. Lammers trying to work side to side. And referee talking to Roman right now. Inside wrist now by Lammers. Lammers trying to roll it out to an inside wrist to a bar. And Roman frees his hand. And Jamie, looks like Brent Lammers is getting a little bit frustrated here.
Yeah, he is. And Roman doing a good job of just basing out underneath. And we still haven't seen any stalling warnings against Roman yet. But Brent needs to get out to the side. You know, he's been trying to go to that ball and chain series. But, you know, this is an opportunity for Brent Lammers to just switch it up. Keep going, go through a series of moves and try to come up with the winning one to turn Roman over.
Well, I'm surprised that he's not cutting him loose. As easy as the takedowns have come, got 23 seconds left to go. I suppose you keep him down right now. Coach Payton up offering some advice. Tell him to stay with the wing series, bump him forward, take him off to the side. They could throw him on his back. They get a caution against Lammers for starting too soon. The Delaware Hawks with the red leg bands on as the center point storm of pointers are home. This Walmack quadrangular. Dyersville, Beckman, Williamsburg, West Delaware, and the storm of pointers. There's a nice tight waist tilt. Nice tilt by Lammers. He's going to pick up 3. If you go reverse half Nelson on Lammers, he could have the fall, but Roman will go belly down. Now Lammers with the ball and chain. Got it loaded up this time, but he's going to run out of time.
Over here, it's going to be locked hands against Leak. It's going to be 1 point for Miller. It's now 6-5, and here's Miller in on a shot on Colton Leak, but the leverage, the height of Colton Leak is not going to let that happen as Miller was deep in on a shot as Leak just sagged his hips, and now he's trying to come around for a 2-point takedown of his own, and that's going to do it. Time's up as Colton Leak's going to hang on and win 6-5, and that's going to put the Blazers on the board 34-3 now in favor of Williamsburg.
Jamie, that's what we talked about before. If you look at Quentin Miller, you're thinking, you know, this guy's going to be a pushover. But I'll tell you what, he's got some guts. He's a gritty, gutty, undersized heavyweight for Williamsburg. Lammers with a nice single leg takedown on Roman. Roman finds the edge of the mat, no points. Got in deep on that and just ran out of room.
Going to see 2 number 1 ranked wrestlers in this dual meet as Brent Lammers the first here, ranked number 1 at 182 pounds for West Delaware as he's in on his second takedown of the match. And we're going to see defending state champ and top-ranked 120-pounder Brock Rathman. Anybody from West Delaware is going to remember Brock Rathman as that was Patrick Woods' opponent in the 106-pound final in 2013. And then there was a semifinal in 2014 where Rathman defeated Woods and went on to win the state title. Over here, it's a forfeit at 106 for Beckman. That's going to put Williamsburg up 40-3 now as we move up to weight class weight class 113. And at 113 for the Blazers is Mason Burledge. And for Williamsburg is Cole Lean out to a 2-0 lead here with 1:21 left to go in the first period.
Lammers with the chicken wing on Roman. He's going to get 2, but Roman's going to roll out of it, and Lammers will give up 2 on the reversal, making the score 13-2. Now Roman trying to work a power half now. Nelson. Lammers getting his legs back under. You know, Jamie, you can go through practices and practices and practices, but it's still not like stepping out on the mat in a meet. And it's going to take a while. It's going to take probably the rest of the weekend or so for Brett Lammers to get his legs back under him.
Well, I know Coach Payton's been putting him and Coy Russell in quite an extensive workout in the practice room, whether it's on an Aerodyne or whatever, running hallways or whatever it is. But wrestling mat shape is completely different from just being in shape. And he's, like you said, he's going to figure that out as he's going to pick up a 13-2 major decision as we move up to weight class 195 now. And we're going to see Brady Antones for West Delaware taking on Trevor Zittergruen.
Very good, Jamie. Yeah, there's a double leg takedown by Antones. That was a 6-second double leg by Antones over Zittergruen. He shot in, climbed the body, popped his head to the outside, cut the corner, covered the hips, and that's just like you teach it. You teach it in the room, and you want to see the guys execute out on the mat, and that's exactly what Antones did here. Now hard crossface by Antones. He's trying to set up a crossface cradle, and Zittergruen goes belly down. Stiff as a board is Zittergruen as Antones is going back and forth, side to side. Now Antones goes to the left side with an inside wrist. He's going to try to pull the bar arm out across his back. Zittergruen backs over it, covers the hand, and now Antones pulls it out. Let's see if he can turn this into some back points. He got a little high. He'll try to throw him in a cattle catcher. He does. Zittergruen gets thrown to his back by Antones. That was it wasn't pretty, Jamie, but it was effective.
Well, it was, and, you know, he got high. What he was doing, I liked what he was doing. He was taking a risk there, and if you do it correctly, it's really not a risk. What he did was he got that bar arm across the back. He's going to pick up a fall in 1:22, but he got the bar arm across the back and wanted to work out front. If you work towards the head, if you do it correctly and you keep that pressure forward on the head, you can do just about anything without even having any pressure on the guy's hips. And what he did was he wasn't keeping enough pressure forward, and when they pop their hips up is when you're supposed to really whip them over. And Brady wasn't able to do that because Zittergruen caught his left leg, but a nice whip over there by Brady Antones to pick up the fall. Hawks now lead at 22-3.
Well, up next for the Hawks is Dylan Linderwell at weight class 220, and he'll be taking on Grady Carr. Grady is a senior for the Storm of Pointers. And tell you what, these are two peas in a pod right here. Short, stocky, body sizes are just about identical. So this could be quite a match before it's over. We'll see if Dylan Linderwell picked up a huge fall on Saturday. Iowa City West match.
And over here, it's a 7-1 lead for Cole Lean of Williamsburg over Mason Burledge. And Williamsburg leading the dual meet 40-3. Blood time by Burledge as he trails 7-1. 1:26 left to go in the second period.
And off the edge of the mat we go. Carr and Linderwell as Carr bull rush Linderwell. Let's see if Linderwell can hit that headlock. Oh boy, didn't get his hips through. Carr's got Linderwell momentarily on his back, and Linderwell rolls through. Boy, Jamie, if you could have caught Linderwell or Carr's head there, might have had that headlock. Well, Carr's going to pick up the 2. Carr's going to pick up the 2 points there, and Linderwell needs to work some hand control here. Carr's going to reach down, and we're going to get stoppage here as Carr has to go to the blood table and pick up some blood, pick up some cotton as he's got a bloody nose, that right side of his nose. I tell you what, Jamie. What do you think the coaches are telling Dylan Lindenwell? Get back to your feet. That headlock's right there for you, buddy.
And that's what I think that's what he used on Saturday to pick up the fall, was that headlock. And, you know, you got to really like to see that and see him hit it here.
Well, if he can get back to his feet, we could have something here as Carr gets the cotton in his nose, and we're back to action. 46 seconds left to go, first period. Grady Carr up by a score of 2-0 over Dylan Lindenwell. Lindenwell now with the tripod stand-up. Carr's going to drop to his legs, pick up the right leg, and drive Lindenwell forward. Lindenwell at the short sit position now. Doing a good job. He's got to work some hand control. Carr underneath. Power half Nelson now by Carr. Lindenwell does a nice job basing out. Carr goes to the right side. Now chops the arm, tight waist. Lindenwell almost reaches back and takes a second thought about it and goes belly down. Now chicken wing on the right side by Carr. Lindenwell rolls the wrist out, and short sit now by Lindenwell. He's got to scoot his hips, Jamie. He's done a nice job getting into position. Work that hand control. Get back to your feet.
And I think now we're going to go neutral. Carr wants neutral. Over here, it's Lean with the 11-2 lead over Mason Burlage. Now he's got a cradle locked up. He's picking up near fall points. Not sure he's going to get the fall there as Burlage has a nice job. He's got his right shoulder up right now, and now Lean's going to let him loose. It's going to be 3 more. It'll be 14-2, the lead in favor of Cole Lean.
There's Grady Carr with a throw by here as he comes to an underhook and just basically throws Dylan Lindenwell by and takes him down to the mat, covers the hips. Again, this is all about experience. And a couple years from now, Jamie Dylan Lindenwell can look back on his freshman experience and you know, it's all about getting better, and it's all about chalking up some experience.
1 point escape over here for Burlage. It's now 14-3. 30 seconds left to go in this match. Williamsburg leading 40-3. Again, West Delaware leading Center Point Urbana 22-3.
And Grady Carr slaps Dylan Lindenwell to his back. And that was just Dylan Lindenwell letting up a little bit there, Jamie, and Grady Carr picked him up and tossed him to his back with a half Nelson. And tell you what, that was tight. So Center Point will get on the board. It's 22-9 now in favor of the West Delaware Hawks. And we're going to weight class 285. Caleb Zeeser will pick up a heavyweight or a forfeit at 285.
16-3 the final over there in favor of Cole Lean is going to make the score 44-3 now in favor of Williamsburg.
Weight class 106, Ben Litterer will pick up a forfeit for the West Delaware Hawks, so they'll go up 28-9. Weight class 113, Brad Roush will pick up a forfeit, Jamie. Wow. So we're going to go to weight class 120. Got top-ranked returning state champ Brock Rathbun. And for the West Delaware Hawks, I believe this is Austin Howell.
Yep.
Cole Engel not in the lineup for the Hawks tonight. I don't even see him sitting over there, Jamie. Might be, there's some sickness going around, so maybe Cole Engel taking a little break. Brock Rathbun, I'll tell you what, Jamie, if there's a more physical-looking 120-pounder round, I'd like to see him. Brock Rathbun looks like about a 132-pounder out there wrestling 120. He has put together, picked up an early 2-point takedown on Howell. He cuts Howell loose, now in on a single, and he's going to dump Howell to his backside off the edge of the mat, but Rathbun will pick up a 2-point takedown. Rathbun's going to cut Howell loose. And if you're Austin Howell, Jamie, you just get after it. You know, you don't have anything to lose here, and see what you can get done. And Rathbun staggered stance, tap and go by Rathbun. Shot, reshot. Kelly has got Howell on his back. Reverse half Nelson now by Rathbun. This could be a fall for the Storm of Pointers. The top-ranked Rathbun. 112 left to go.
He's got to be happy coming in here, not knowing he doesn't have to wrestle Patrick Woods anymore. Because I tell you what, those were some great matches between Rathman and Woods. Woods getting the first time they wrestled each other, I believe, was 2 years ago at Womack. Woods got I think it was a close. In the finals, it was a fall. I'm not sure what the score was at the Womack tournament, but I know Woods pinning Rathman in the state finals. Patrick junior year, Brock Rathman his last year.
Wow.
Wow.
What a move there, Jamie. Austin Howell in on a low single. That's a lot of position wrestling. That's a lot of stuff by Rathman. And we are seeing the offense.
But at 120 pounds over, it's Jake Recker from Gavin Ritchie from Williamsburg. Gavin Ritchie, 44-3. Our team score in favor of Williamsburg. 22 seconds left to go in the first period over there.
Gavin Ritchie, there's going to be a tech fall, Jamie. Rathman is going to win by a tech fall 19-3 in the first period. He's the real deal. But you know what? Austin Howell had a great single shot in there, Jamie. I like that. You know, you get in there and you take a shot. You have a single. You just don't, I'll tell you what do you say? You know, you're wrestling one of the best. And Rathman, Jamie, is only a junior. So he has potential to be a three-timer before he's done. Well, weight class 126, Logan Riley will take the mat for the West Delaware Hawks, and he will be taking on Zach Feasley, I believe. Let's check it up. Zach Feasley. Feasley is a senior. Two seniors going at it right here. That Feasley has a common, many years ago, Jamie, a common name at Northland in the Northwind wrestling room. Lots of Feasleys and very, very good wrestling. So imagine this is probably someone along the line with a nice low single by Feasley, got in deep, and Riley found the edge of the mat, and we're going to get a restart back in the center.
5-0 lead over there for Raker from Beckman. Jake Raker from Beckman leading 5-0 here. 1:10 left to go in the second period as he's taking on Gavin Ritchie from Williamsburg.
Gavin Ritchie, the son of the Williamsburg head coach Kurt Ritchie.
Football
good friend of mine, yes, football coach, yes indeed. Good friend of mine. Done an outstanding job with their football program down there.
He's got former West Delaware alum Nate King on his coaching staff down there at Williamsburg for football.
Yes, indeed. So the coaching fraternity, the brotherhood of coaches there still together, and it's a small world when you get everybody together. 46 seconds left to go. Feasley in on a shot. Riley was in deep on that single. And what I liked about that, Jamie, was Riley kept the pressure into him. Feasley tried to cover his hips, and they kept the pressure into him. That was a good thing.
Yeah, it really was. And, you know, that would have been real easy because it was kind of an odd position for Logan Riley's knee there as he had his knee kind of locked underneath and did a nice job, but just kind of enough to drive over that and get the takedown. 9
seconds left to go. Riley trying to put a cross body right. We need to have a stalemate there. No stalemate. Could be a 2-point reversal by Feasley. Time's out. No push yet. It's going to be right. And he's got the Coach Slifka and Scotty down. See Zach Feasley. Tight with left, half Nelson with the right by Feasley. Riley gets a little bit high. And you there, Jamie. He was trying to bait Feasley a little bit to hit him with that side roll. Then he was hoping to come out on top with a half Nelson. And Feasley having just a little bit too much momentum, so he picks up a 2-point reversal and we're tied up now 2-2. I tell you what, that's a lot of pressure. Riley could be going to his back. Should have his Logan Riley on Jamie. Riley got to find a way to get out of here. Well, it's Saturday. Feeling yourself going to your back and getting out of the hole before you get. Ward's going to snap him down and try to launch him. And Morris is going to go belly down. And Ward's going to pick up the 2. They cut him loose. Long shot again by Morris. Snap and spin by Ward. And he's going to pick up the 2. And Morris is going to face him and try to crawl right in and attack the legs of Ward. And Ward's going to stuff his head and push himself away and get back to their feet. 4-2. 2 takedowns by Ward. Takedowns. There's a nice snatch single by Owen Ward. Covers the hips. Oh, this is Tyler Morris. They have Warren Goodwin listed for the Hawks, but this is Owen Ward. And Ward with 3 takedowns is up 6-2. Now he's going to tilt. He's going to tilt Morris. And he's going to pick up 2 near fall with the tilt. I like that tilt. He's got a tight waist. Now he's going to cut Morris loose for a 1-point escape. He go back to work on his feet, 8-3. There's a long shot. No setup at all by Morris. That makes it easy for Owen Ward just to snap him down and cover his hips, block his arms off, hit a go behind. Now he's going to roll through and he's going to stack Morris up for a tilt. I don't know if he can get the pin out of it, but he's going to get the 3-point near fall. Referee's holding 3 out there. 3-point near fall by Ward. Quickly makes the score 13-3 with 19 seconds left to go in this first period. Hard cross face from right to left by Ward. Trying to set up a cross face cradle. He's got 10 seconds left to go here. Now a butcher by Ward as he circles the head. He's got the left arm trapped of Morris and he's going to circle around. Now reverse half Nelson by Ward, but he's going to run out of time. Nice job by the junior from West Delaware, Owen Ward. Picked up 13 points in that first period. That's a good first period in anybody's book, Jamie.
And 4 takedowns in that first period. So very good job there by Owen Ward. Now he's going to go underneath and try to get some work from the bottom. Over there, that was Jake Raker with a 9-3 decision over Gavin Ritchie. And then a forfeit by the Blazers at 132. Which moves us up to weight class 138. We're going to see Luke Hageman from Beckman taking on Caven Malloy from Williamsburg. And Williamsburg leading 50-6 in the team score. Over here, West Delaware leads 40-20 as we do a quick recap after the reversal by Owen Ward. Now he's looking for the fall, trying to stack up. Tyler Morris has started this duel at 152. Harrison Goebel with a fall in 1 minute and 36 seconds. Alex Reitz with a fall in 2 minutes and 35 seconds. That put the Hawks up 12-0. Austin Bishop then lost a very hard 8-7 match against Wyatt Sadler. Lammers with a 13-2. Trevor 95. It was Brady Antones with a fall in 122 over Trevor Zittergruen. That made it 22-3. Dylan Linderwell was then in 51 seconds against Grady Carr from Center Point Urbana. And then Caleb Zeeser, Ben Litter, Brad Roush all picked up forfeits for the Hawks. Austin Howe losing 19-3 at Tech Fall against defending state champ Brock Rathbun. And at 126, Logan Riley losing by fall in 3 minutes and 7 seconds against Zach Feasley, making the team score where it is now 40-20.
On the body of Tyler Morris, and he's got a headlock. We'll see if he can get the fall. If he doesn't get the fall, it's going to be a Tech fall. He's up 17-3. There's the fall. There's the fall in 3:34. 3:34. So Owen Ward get the job done, 46-20. That's a nice job. A lot of offense there by Owen Ward, Jamie. A lot of points. Scored 20 points before he got the fall. So a good match there for Owen Ward, getting a good workout in before tomorrow and Saturday. So we haven't said anything about tomorrow and Saturday yet, Jamie. Tough tournament going on at the Young Arena in Waterloo. We got the Battle of Waterloo, and you'll have the pairings here a little bit later for that. We've got weight class 138 coming up, and we've got for the West Delaware Hawks, this is going to be Tristan Volker. And for the Storm and Pointers, we've got Jake Bumgartner.
That's a fall over there for the Blazers, as that was Hageman, Luke Hageman with the fall. So nice job by him there as he picks up the fall, and that's going to make it 50-12 now in favor of Williamsburg. As we move up to weight class 145, we're going to see Cody Feldman for Beckman taking on Zach Buke of Williamsburg.
Well, I'm not sure what the holdup here is in front of us. I think they're trying to get the wrestlers' names set for us. The Storm of Pointers. We've got
CPU's last duel. I didn't see what time this duel started, but CPU's last duel was finished after West Delaware's. So I'm wondering if would that be up yet?
I think it's plenty. 7:25. I think so.
Well, they're going now.
They are going now. Well, we have Tristan Volker, the freshman from West Delaware, taking on the sophomore Jake Bumgartner from Center Point Urbana. Bumgartner in on a double, and he's going to cover the hips of Volker and pick up a 2-point takedown. Jake Bumgartner, a Starmont student to the 8th grade, and then transferred down here to Center Point Urbana. Had the opportunity to coach Jake at the middle school level at Starmont. A lot of course in his 2 years, and now he's doing a great job for the Storm with Pointers. So he's up early 2-0 over Tristan Volker. Volker with a sit-out turn-in on Bumgartner. He's going to dive in on a single. Bumgartner's stuffing the head of Volker. And Volker's going to have to pop his head out to the side. Bumgartner doing a nice job. We got a scramble position here as Bumgartner snaps, grabs the head of Volker. Volker tried to roll through on that. Volker's going to pick up a 2-point reversal. So we're tied at 2s. As Bumgartner gets hot, Volker came with that sit-out turn-in, and thought Bumgartner might end up in a headlock with Volker. But Volker's now has got Bumgartner in a cross-face cradle, and he's loading Bumgartner up. He's got the sophomore in a cross-face cradle. He's going to pick up 2 as Bumgartner kicks loose. So nice job by Volker there, Jamie. No 2 there. Our official did not show 2 there. I thought he had 1,000, 1,002 easily. But no near fall, so Volker's going to go back to work on that cross face. He's got Bumgartner belly down off to the left center of the mat. Inside wrist now by Volker.
2-0 lead over here for the Blazers in that last match. Cody Feldman leading 2-0 over Zach Buke from Williamsburg. 1:10 left to go in the first period.
So the Beckman Blazers, their numbers are down a little bit, but they've got some solid kids, something to work with. And, Coach Hogan will have them ready come tournament time. Nice job by Tristan Volker with that cross-face cradle. He runs out of time. He has it locked up and couldn't turn Bumgartner, but he had it locked up, and you like to see that from your freshman. All right, it's going to be Volker's choice, going to defer to Bumgartner. Bumgartner's going to choose neutral. There's a low single by Volker. I just missed the shoelaces of Bumgartner. Bumgartner stuffing the head of Volker. Volker switches off to a single, now a double. His head's between the legs of Bumgardner. He's got to pop his head out. He does, and now he covers the hips of Bumgardner. Might have a half Nelson. Got to get out to the side and drive that half Nelson. And wisely, Bumgardner goes belly down, knees down, and Volker's going to cover the hips and stay behind. Boy, nice job there. Good scramble by both wrestlers. Great shot by Volker on the whistle. He just missed the laces. Power half Nelson by Volker. He's got it in deep on the left side of Bumgardner, driving hard. Bumgardner keeps that left elbow down, peels the half Nelson off. And short sit now by Bumgardner. Might be a switch attempt. Nice job by Volker. Following, covering.
See, before the matches start tomorrow, Tristan Volker is going to have to adjust that headgear a little bit, as it's, anytime you wouldn't think of it, but when you take a shot in that headgear, that first strap slides down over to your eyes and right above your eyebrows or into your eyes. It's a pain to wrestle with, and you try to get by it, but that's something you got to make that adjustment, because anytime you spend adjusting a headgear, and you and I have seen it for years, and Tristan Volker's doing a great job of getting through it right now, but see kids on their feet adjusting headgears and get taken down.
Volker now with the power half Nelson. He turns Bumgardner on his back. There's the fall by the freshman from West Delaware in 3:34. Power half Nelson drives Bumgardner over. Bumgardner had nowhere to go but to his back, and Volker picks up a huge win for the West Delaware Hawks over the sophomore. Jake Bumgardner getting those elbows up a little bit too high. That made it easy for Volker to drive that power half Nelson, and slapped him right to his back, got the shoulder blades pasted to the mat. Referee slapped it, and the Hawks picked up 6. 50 in favor of West Delaware. We're up to weight class 145. We started at weight class 150. So last match we started with Harrison Goebel at 152, and we're at weight class 145. And we're going to see Alex Linderwell taking on Tanner Clinton.
Over here, it's Cody Feldman from Beckman with a 7-0 lead right now over Zach Buick from Williamsburg. 1:30 left to go in that second period, and Williamsburg leading Beckman 50-12. And here's Feldman with Buick on his back. He's going to pick up 3 near fall. I believe he's going to pick up 3 near fall on this, as our official was counting. He had not gotten the 5 count. He will get 2 for sure, as he should go up 9-0 here with 1:10 left to go in the second period.
Well, weight class 145, Tanner Clinton working that chicken wing on the left side of Alex Linderwell, and he's going to drive the head. He's going to pick up 2. Linderwell tries Clinton is going to readjust. He's got back. Half team. Alex Linderwell going down.
You got to give Alex Linderwell a little credit. He's wrestling up a weight right now, because the first couple weeks of the season he was wrestling at what do I want to say here? Right, he was at 138. There you go. Now he's bumped up, and he's wrestling at 145 pounds. So moving up and giving up some weight now, and you'll see him come around there, get adjusted to that weight a little bit.
Well, Jamie, Bennett Cole with that sprained ankle, not quite ready to go yet. So Linderwell doing a nice job filling in and showing a lot of guts, a lot of heart, and a lot of determination. And tell you what, like to see it. Over on the match, we pick this up, Jamie. Cody Feldman. This will be our last match at 145 with Beckman and Williamsburg. Zach Buck for Williamsburg. Feldman up by a score of 9-0, working on a major decision, and he's a wrestler that I've been pretty impressed with. Head lever now, drives that head lever, has Buck on his back. He's picking up some near fall points. Zach Buck, let's get the skinny on him. What grade is he in at weight class 145? He is a senior, Jamie. And Feldman for the Beckman Catholic, he's a sophomore. I've been impressed with that. With this sophomore, doing a very, very good job. He's got the cross body right now on Buck, and he's got it in deep. He's got a power half Nelson. He's picking up 3 more near fall points. Could be up 14-0 He's going to try to kick the legs free. There's a three-point near fall. Nice job by Cody Feldman. Again, doing a great job, 14-0. The next points could end this thing. Got the cross body ride back in. Gets a little high riding. He's got to pull his hips back up on top. He's trying to set up a banana split. Trying to put Zach Book in the banana split. Better be careful here, Cody Feldman. And he gets a little high. And Zach Book rolls through. And Feldman has to give up the two-point reversal. 14-2 now. And got a little bit. We talked about that too, Jamie. You don't want to get yourself out of position to try to score points. Stay with what got you there. Stay with the good stuff.
Yeah, you do, and that's what you mentioned. Stay with, like you said, what got you there, and that's what Feldman has to do here. He's got a 14-2 lead, but you know he was working on that tech fall there before late night. 2 is going to be the final of that, or I'm sorry, 14-2 is where we're at right now. 16 seconds left to go, and Williamsburg with a 50-12 lead over Beckman right now.
And Williamsburg will come out of here 2-0. West Delaware will come out of here 2-0. Beckman will be 0-2, as will the Storm and Pointers. So 16.5 seconds left to go, third period. Zach Book up on top. And Cody Feldman just content to just sit on all fours. Here comes a cross-body ride by Book. 7 seconds. It's not going to give up any points, and that's how it's going to end, Jamie. A 14-2 major decision. So that's going to give the Blazers 4. It's going to end up 50-16.
And with that, we will take a break. Take a break here, add up our totals for this duel with West Delaware Pointer Banner. We'll recap the Beckman-Williamsburg duel and hopefully catch up with West Delaware head coach Jeff Voss here right after this. You're listening to West Delaware and Beckman Wrestling right here on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
To support all area wrestlers. They understand all the hard work and dedication in the classroom and on the mat. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaching staff on a successful wrestling season from Crop Production Services, with 19 Iowa locations and 2 locations in Minnesota.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
Gavilan Grain is proud to support all area wrestlers. They understand all the hard work and dedication in the classroom and on the mat. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaching staff on a successful wrestling season. From Gavilan Grain, your marketing grain experts with locations in Masonville and Dubuque.
Great food and great fun with friends. That's what's waiting for you at Beaver's Lounge in Manchester. Check out their Thursday night bucket of wings special and Friday night fish special. Beaver's also has a different lunch special every Monday through Friday. Beaver's Lounge on the corner of Main and Madison in downtown Manchester. Leave it to Beaver's to show you a good time. Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
Wapsie Valley Creamery is a family-owned business dedicated to serving family-owned dairy farms in Northeast Iowa, Northwest Illinois, and Southwest Wisconsin since 1906. Good luck to all area wrestlers and coaching staff from Wapsie Valley Creamery Incorporated and independent partners in excellence.
In sports as well as banking, numbers mean everything. Athletes strive for excellence during competition. F&M strives to exceed clients' expectations. Whereas athletes and teams focus on the score, F&M focuses on the success of our valued clients, one relationship at a time. F&M Bank, the right choice. Member FDIC.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff cares deeply about the comfort of their patients. The nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Georgian Auto in Manchester, their approach to auto repairs is simple. Fix it right and get you back on the road. From time, they fix it all. Georgian Auto, complete automotive service and repair is their complete focus.
Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester proudly supports all area athletes. Bob Stephen Motors is your locally owned and operated GM dealer in Manchester. Check them out on their web at bobstephenmotors.com.
A great night out awaits you at Heart Race Golf Course. Join us for Taco Tuesday and our Thursday night specials featuring roasted chicken. Watch the Iowa games with 50-cent wings and drink specials at Hartridge, north of Manchester on 196th Street.
Northeast Iowa Telephone Service in Manchester has everything you need to stay connected. Northeast Iowa Telephone has a staff of professionals available to help you get connected, from the installation of your new entertainment system to cable and data wiring in your home or business. Northeast Iowa Telephone Service is your sight, sound, and electronics connection on South Franklin Street in downtown Manchester.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at AmericanTrust.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is located at 105 East Butler Street in Manchester and at 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton. Your vision is our primary focus.
Crop Production Services is proud to support all area wrestlers. They understand all the hard work and dedication in the class. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaching staff on a successful wrestling season from Crop Production Services, with 19 Iowa locations and 2 of it.
At Community Savings Bank, it's simple. Simply free checking comes with free debit cards, free online banking with bill pay, free mobile money, and free thank you gifts. Find out more about Simply Free Checking at one of our 7 locations or online at csbiowa.com. Community Savings Bank, member FDIC.
For over a century, Anderson has been helping families make their homes brighter, more comfortable, and more beautiful. They do it by making quality windows and doors, setting the bar high and raising it day after day, year after year, making Anderson the leader in doors and windows. Contact local vendor Delhi Lumber at 922-2404 for all of your window needs. Delhi Lumber, your authorized Anderson windows dealer, has big town quality with small town service.
Jay's Auto Super Center on the Greater East End of Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, and a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. At Jay's Auto, customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
Hi, this is Jamie Vasky at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Biofield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Biofield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
Gavilan Grain is proud to support all area wrestlers. They understand all the hard work and dedication in the classroom and on the mat. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaching staff on a successful wrestling season. From Gavilan Grain, your marketing grain experts with locations in Masonville and Dubuque.
Jeff Voss. And Coach, 2 big wins here tonight in conference action. You're 3-1 in conference action right now. And one thing that stood out to me tonight is the takedowns tonight. You guys got more takedowns than you gave up. 15-11 in the first duel, and 5-4 in that duel against Beckman. But not a lot of those matches go in the distance. But you got to be happy with the progress you're seeing in these kids, getting better every time out.
Yeah, that's our goal, is try to get a little better each time, and our kids are doing that, and as long as we keep doing that and progressing throughout the year, that's all we can ask for.
Roger and I were talking up there, even in December, these matches, these conference matches, are so important for that seeding meeting for the WAMAC tournament. And, some of those matches, those close matches went your way tonight. Some of them didn't. And those hopefully don't come back to bite you, but you just got to get better and start beating common opponents.
Yeah, if you lose a match now, you just hope you get better, that down the road the seeding isn't really going to matter for you as long as you keep improving. The wins are going to take care of themselves, and right now we're seeing progress. The teams we have wrestled here prior to that double duel have been really good teams. We wrestled the number 1 ranked team in 1A for 7th and 8th at the Extravaganza, and those are the kind of teams we got to wrestle to see what we need to do to get better at against good kids, and we're seeing that. We're wrestling good competition, and that's allowing us to get better.
And speaking of that good competition tomorrow, you guys wrestle at 4, 6, and 8 in the Battle of Waterloo. And again, no drop-off in competition as you take on West Des Moines Valley in the first duel, and then see where you go from there. But again, just another good test to see where you guys are against some of the best competition in the state.
Yeah, we always, with our schedule by Christmas time, we know what we got to work on against some of the best kids in the state. The Battle of Waterloo is one of those marquee tournaments that we're excited to be in, and because we know we're going to see not only good teams but good individuals as well, and that's what we got to have this time of year, so that we can take a break, regroup mentally, and then come back after Christmas break and go back to work on those things that we got to get better at.
All right, Coach, congrats on the 2 wins tomorrow. We'll see you in Waterloo.
All right, thank you.
That was West Delaware head wrestling coach Jeff Voss here in this post meet, as 2 big wins for the Hawks here tonight, as the Hawks defeat the Beckman Blazers by a final score of 63-18, and then the Storm and Pointers of the host Center Point Urbana Storm and Pointers, as that duel started at weight class 152. Harrison Goebel with a fall in 1 minute 36 seconds over Chandler Johnson. At 160, Alex Reitz with a fall in 2 minutes and 35 seconds against Justin McVeigh. At 170, Wyatt Sadler with an 8-7 win over Austin Bishop, a very hard-fought match. An escape and a late takedown by Sadler gives him the 1-point edge over Austin Bishop. And at weight class 182, Brent Lammers with a 13-2 major decision. Good to see Brent out on the mat, wrestling tough here tonight. At 195, it was Brady Antones with a fall in 1 minute and 22 seconds over Trevor Zitterbruin, making the score 22-3. And then Grady Carr from Center Point Urbana with a fall in 2 minutes and 51 seconds against Dylan Linderwell of West Delaware, making it 22-9. And then Caleb Zeezer, Ben Litter, and Brad Roush receiving forfeits at 285, 106, and 113 for the Hawks. That put them up 40-9. And then the Storm and Pointers with a couple wins of their own, as Brock Rathbun, the defending state champ for Center Point Urbana, with a tech fall 19-3 over Austin Howell. That made it 40-14. And then Zach Feasley of Center Point with a fall in 3 minutes and 7 seconds over Logan Riley, the senior from West Delaware. At 132, Owen Ward got the Hawks back on the winning side as he pinned Tyler Morris in 3 minutes and 34 seconds. And then Tristan Volker picking up a win for the Hawks at 138, winning by fall in 3 minutes and 34 second fall over Jake Bumgarner. And then Alex Linderwell losing by fall in 1 minute and 17 seconds to Tanner Clinton, making the final team score 52-26. Match totals, takedowns, West Delaware 15 and Center Point Urbana 11. One major decision for the Hawks. No major decisions for Center Point Urbana. Center Point Urbana did have one tech fall. West Delaware did not have any. The Hawks with 5 pins in that dual meet. Center Point Urbana with just 3. And then the Hawks winning 10 matches and Center just 4. Taking a look at this Beckman duel against Williamsburg, as that one is over as well. We started that one at 152, where we saw Ryan Murphy pick up a fall for Williamsburg. A lot of falls to start that duel as the first 3 weights were forfeits for Williamsburg as Ryan Murphy, Mitch Stahl, and Vic Malloy picked up forfeits, so it was quickly 18-0 in favor of Williamsburg. And then Miguel Sanchez with a 9-1 major decision over Logan Kutch. At 195, it was Jacob Hollab from Williamsburg with a forfeit, and at 220, it was Connor Boddicker with a forfeit for Williamsburg. At heavyweight, we saw a real good match with Colton Leak of Beckman winning over Quentin Miller 6-5. A very good match at heavyweight between those two young men. 106 pounds, it was Grayson Kesterson of Williamsburg with a forfeit. At 113, it was Colleen with a 16-3 major decision over Mason Burlage. At 120, it was a double forfeit in that duel. At 126, it was Jake Recker from Beckman with a 9-3 decision over Gavin Ritchie. At 132, Trent Allison with a forfeit for Williamsburg. And then at 138, we had Luke Hageman for the Blazers picking up. They finished with 2 wins as Luke Hageman from Beckman. Did he pick up a fall in that match? He did pick up a fall, made it 50-12. And then the last one was Cody Feldman picking up a win and making our final duel score 50-16. 50-16 the final, as I lost that dual meet right there. So I apologize to the Blazer fans. That was the final. We just lost it on Track Wrestling. So I was going to get some final stats of that duel, but we lost that dual meet. So 50-16 the final in favor of Williamsburg. So Beckman goes out here tonight 0-2. West Delaware 2-0 on the night. The JV matches between West Delaware and Center Point Urbana are done, and they're trying to finish up the JV matches between Williamsburg and Beckman. As we take a look, Roger mentioned our schedule as we've got a busy day for you on the internet. On KMCH's YouTube page is where we will be. You go to go to YouTube.com and search KMCH Radio, and you will see the live streaming link as tomorrow we will be on the internet for the West Delaware's 6 o'clock duel and West Delaware's 8 o'clock duel. As throughout the day, however, I will be calling in updates of the Independence Mustangs as they are in Pool B, as that will be 9 o'clock start, and then they will wrestle again at 11, and then wrestle again at 1 o'clock as Independence starts on mat number 6, as they will be taking on Waterloo Columbus High School. The winner of that one will take on Linmar, and the winner between Don Bosco and Linmar. And also in that bracket, Osage, Denver, Tripola, Waterloo East, and North Scott. West Delaware is in pool number C, the Lang pool, as the Hawks will wrestle at 4 o'clock against West Des Moines Valley at 4 o'clock. That's on mat number 7. The winner of that one will take on the winner of New Hampton and Woodbury Central. Other four teams in that pool are Waverly Shell Rock and Lisbon, Davenport Assumption, and Waterloo West. So a very tough pool for West Delaware to be in to start that, as they will wrestle either the winner or the loser of Woodbury Central and New Hampton, and still have to wrestle one more team out of that top half between Waverly Shell Rock, Lisbon, Assumption, and Waterloo West. So a very tough bracket for the Hawks. And then, of course, how this format works is if you win your first round match, you will wrestle at 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 8 o'clock on Saturday. If you lose that first round duel, you will wrestle at 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock a.m., and 1 o'clock p.m. on Saturday. Tomorrow, it'll be Alex Steffen and I for the call of that on the KMCH YouTube page. And then I'm still trying to work my magic here for Saturday to get Dallin Putz to join me on Saturday with the West Delaware duels. We'll put him to work on Saturday and have him up hopefully on that, and that'll be on the internet as well. Roger, saw some good things here tonight, but, we mentioned it, and I talked to Coach Voss. I touched on it with him, was winning some of those bigger matches going down the road into that WAMAC seeding time.
Well, you're right, Jamie, and that's the whole key, is to win the matches you're supposed to win, and then when you get in a tough match, you just really got to battle and, try to pull the upset or at least keep it close. So all that weighs when you take that information into a seeding meeting. All that stuff is important. But the thing we saw here tonight, Jamie, is the Blazers have some tough individuals. missing some quality kids to have a full team. They got some open weights. Same with the Stormer Pointers. They got a handful of real good kids. But the Hawks came in and did what they needed to do, and that was to win 2 duels, get a little more momentum going into tomorrow and Saturday, and they'll have to turn it up a notch, crank it up a couple notches. And that bracket, as you just said, was very, very tough. But you know what? As Coach Voss said, it's all about preparing. It's all about getting better, and you get better when you wrestle quality people. So that's what it's all about.
Well, you certainly do. Well, buddy, this is our last coverage of the year together. So I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we will see you in 2015.
Well, that's exactly right. We've got some family coming in. Our family Christmas is this weekend, so we're going to be get some recruits in there to fill my spot, but I'm sure they'll do a super fantastic job, and that should be a lot of fun in Waterloo. And we wish you the same. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll open up the 2015 season with, I think, the Benton Community Invite, if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely. We actually have a dual meet that Friday as West Delaware will take on Decorah and Antioch on that Friday night. I believe that is the second or third. The second would be that first duel of the new year, and hopefully I can get done early enough Saturday night, and I can swing on up to Strawberry Point and test out some of Mama Reed's cooking. That would hit the spot.
I'll tell you what, there'll be plenty of seats for you, and there'll be plenty of food as she is. she'll have the stuff going. So
very good. Well, that's going to do it for us here tonight. I'd like to thank the sponsors of West Delaware and Beckman Wrestling here tonight, as we certainly appreciate all the sponsors of high school wrestling here on KMCH, basketball as well, as no basketball tomorrow or Saturday as KMCH starts the festival of Christmas concerts, and that's always a great time. Tune into that if you can. If you're stuck tomorrow, don't know what to do, don't have any plans for tomorrow or the weekend, you can get on the internet and listen to us, but have some nice music in the background. Is a great job by all the schools in the area on their Christmas concerts throughout the Christmas season. Always a great time, and we appreciate all the sponsors of that here on KMCH as well. I want to thank Janelle Tucker for running the board for us this evening. Did a great job, and we'll catch up with her after the new year as well, keeping us running as we get into our strength of our schedule, and that's going to be a tough one, as we've got some great wrestling competition coming up here for you in the year 2015, and we'll conclude it all down at the Wells Fargo Arena in just a couple months. As our first season's over, it'll be here before we know it. For my partner Roger Reed, this is Jamie Van. Good night from Center Point High School. Once again, the finals of tonight's duel: West Delaware over Dyersville Beckman, 63-18. The Hawks then defeated Center Point Urbana 52-26. Beckman losing to Williamsburg 50-16. That's going to do it for us. You've been listening to High School Wrestling on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.